By myself and Annecy Anshor. It is adapted from La La Land by Damien Chazelle, but is also a fusion of other esteemed musicals such as West Side Story, Singing in the Rain, Grease.
It's about the expectations that surround Jakarta, especially when it was a new metropolitan city back then in the 90s. And it's about two people, a guy and a girl, who try to navigate it. It's such a critical turning point in their life.
A girl and a boy essentially pursuing their dreams in a city called Jakarta. So it's basically like La La Land, but in Jakarta. So our school has a yearly production every year end. These productions are usually always curated by our teachers and, people up there. It's never really hands-on a student project. So when we were in 10th grade, which was 2 years ago, my classmates and I thought, wouldn't it be nice for a change for students to be in charge of this colossal, massive event for once?
The idea for Jakarta started when La La Land just came out. We thought, why not make a musical for the school play out of this so that we can have an actual relatable school play for a change. The time when we first had the idea, it's like we shared it as a class.
We tried to pitch it, but it didn't work because, well, I wouldn't blame anyone. We were in 10th grade.
It couldn't happen yet because we couldn't really put much of it. We would only think of what it could be, like what could be improved, like what could be better.
Fast forward to 2 years later, which was in 2018, our Indonesian language teacher, who was one of the first people who saw our script back 2 years ago, she said, why don't we give it another try? She had faith in us, so we took the plot that we already had and we developed it into something more fresh. After we were set with a plot and we were set with the songs and the characters, we asked the school directors if we could present it to them, and this was 6 months prior to the show. So it was very little time.
It was such a big deal when we could actually make it happen, when we could propose it and have them respond positively to us.
So after getting accepted, we had a couple of controversial issues. I'm first going to talk about organizational structure. So naturally, logically, if we propose our script, we propose ourselves as the director as well. But the thing is, legally, from the legal documents of the school, the only person who is allowed to become the director of the SPM production is the performing arts teacher. So we had a massive dispute about that, and I was under so much pressure because I really wanted this to be my first ever directing experience. But even though I wasn't credited as a director, all my actors, all my juniors made me feel like I was the director, because from day one they were always rooting for me, they were cheering me on, and they accepted me as their true director. So it's kind of like I was a director in disguise. Of course, we had to go to a massive amount of script changes because it is a school production and we wanted to accommodate every single student that is enrolled in the school.
That was actually the most stressful time. Because it's a school production, it means that there's a lot of people's and a lot of parties' interests that we have to cater to. And it's not one person's vision or two people's vision. And because of that, it was inevitable that there had to be a lot of changes so that we could adapt to what the teachers believe that the students' capabilities are.
By the end of it, I would safely say that we only had 40% left of our original ideas in that script.
We started this with a pretty idealistic approach, but then it occurred to me over time, that's not possible when a body of work is so big and involves so many people.
It is sad that all of our artistic visions could not be achieved, but we are more than proud to be able to do this because all we wanted was to see this body of work come to life, and we did.